Ms. Stiff, you and the defendant were married at one point, and you have 2 children?
3 total.
But after you were divorced, about a year after the divorce, you had 2 girls who were still living at home?
Correct.
And according to you, your former husband approached you with a proposal. And that proposal was he wanted to purchase a home, and he invited you and the girls to come and live with him. The home was in your name?
Correct.
Alone?
Correct.
And you have a mortgage on that home?
Correct.
How much did you pay for the home?
The house was $468,000.
And how much of a mortgage do you carry?
It's about $2,400 a month.
During that year, between your divorce and moving in with your former husband, which happened on what date, by the way?
It was the end of March. I'm not exactly sure of the exact
March
date.
2014?
No, 2013.
March 18th, 2013, Your Honor.
Prior to moving into the house, where had you and your daughters been living?
We were renting a home,
And what was the rent in the home you were renting?
$1,900.
And were you receiving child support?
Yes.
How much?
$952 a month.
And were you receiving any maintenance for yourself?
From the defendant?
Yes.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so it was only child support.
That's correct.
So according to what I'm sort of getting, you made an arrangement that instead of paying child support, you and the 2 girls could move into the house.
Correct.
So you withdrew the child support order.
No, we did not withdraw the order through the court. It was an agreement between the 2 of us. It made sense. We were
Well,
living
it
under
made
the
sense
same...
for you because you got an extra $1,000 a month. If you were paying $1,900 a month and he was giving you $900 a month in child support, you came out ahead $1,000 a month, at least, because in addition to the rent, you also had other expenses in the house that you were
Correct.
renting, so you were ahead of the game.
Right.
Okay.
He was also able to purchase a home where he was earning money. I was basically paying 1/3 of his mortgage.
Okay, now I want you to tell me, when you moved in March of 2013, how much did you give him towards the mortgage? Because this is what the case is about.
Technically,
well, first tell me, how much were you paying regularly starting in March of 2013 towards the mortgage? Mortgage is $2,400 a month.
Technically, $952 a month. I was basically giving him back his child support.
How old is your youngest daughter?
She just turned 16, Your Honor.
Okay, so you were ahead of the game. You didn't have to have that money as an outlay.
Okay.
That $952.
Correct.
And she was ahead of the game because she was saving $1,000 a month on rent, right?
Yes.
If your rent was $1,900 and you moved into a place where you were paying technically nothing, then you were ahead of $1,000.
Correct.
And he was ahead of $1,000 because he didn't have to pay the child support.
Correct.
So it was a win-win if you could get along.
Correct.
Which didn't happen.
Correct.
Correct.
So that was short-lived. It didn't last longer than a year. This is what your case is about. You say that when you moved in, you loaned him $5,000.
Yes, ma'am.
For what?
He needed, in order to purchase the home, he had to take out a 401k loan. In order to take out the 401k loan, he had to pay off an existing 401k loan that he had.
And how much was the 401k loan that he had to pay off?
It was about $4,800.
So what did you do?
I paid it off and
How?
with that check.
Yes, and?
And then I took out the loan for the other monies that I needed to put down on the house.
And what was your arrangement, Mr. Stiff, with your former wife with regard to that $4,800?
She wanted to contribute. We had talked about this being mutual. She was, at this point, was living in the house. She had her boyfriend living there at one time, and my older daughter was living there with her boyfriend. She saw her plight, that she was going downhill, and she had just got a small inheritance from her mother, and she wanted to contribute to the house because she knew that it was going to be a good deal for both of us.
So tell me about the conversation.
The conversation that we had?
Yeah, I want to hear about
Well, actually, she offered me more than one check. She's offered me several checks. She offered me 2 checks, and she says it was 3 checks that she had offered me for $5,000. I said, no, I don't want the money. She kept trying to give me the money because she wanted to contribute to the house. And she wanted to do her part because I think in her mind, she knew that she didn't have a whole lot of other choices, and soon she'd be out of resources.